Hey guys, good evening everyone. And it's already 12:14 in the morning, but this is still considered part of our September 28th stock market insights. And I'm just so glad that a lot of you guys have dropped a comment. It really, it gives me this extra happiness whenever I see a lot of people commenting on our videos. And now, a lot of them are saying I'm already profitable in Dito. um, Heading towards that direction, guys. But really, I will not disclose my average as of the moment. But looking good for Dito. And I'm just giving my insights based on what I see here. I'm in no way endorsing or anything. And I've been very transparent with that because I don't want to hype here. All my insights are just based on technical analysis. But again, thank you so much for watching our first episode today. I will go ahead and continue our discussion based on the additional stocks that you have requested. But let me go ahead and read some of the comments here. And Lemuel said, early bird and perky review. May kita na po kayo sa dito, Miss JD. I'm happy for you. Sana tuloy-tuloy na mga gains. Sana tuloy-tuloy na yung mga gains natin lahat. Especially for those people who took the courage to invest while everyone else is afraid while the market was heading south. And I think it's slowly trying to gain or regain the, that those, losses or whatever we're trying to reverse, in other words. Okay, Thomas said SEC and the two other telcos, Globe and Tel. Please, Miss JD, I'm going to go ahead and add that. Let me just go add SEC, Globe, and Tel. ALLHC from Gloria. And masaya ang voice ng Miss JD. I didn't realize I was too perky this afternoon. Now, I was just really happy because I was able to insert a segment, that very short segment of my time today during my lunch break. So I'll try my best to start reviewing as soon as the market closes. I think that's one key takeaway that I got in today's exercise. You guys are more active right after the trading day. So contrary to how I would used to do it, like around this time of the day, like really super late. But you guys are all asleep by now. Well, let me go ahead and continue because my promise, it's a commitment, guys. We can never be an expert at what we do if there's no consistency. And even though it's late, it's a commitment to myself, and that's what I do. I have been reviewing stocks for more than a year now here in YouTube, and I think I'd have to say that consistency has started to pay off in all of my trades, and it's still a journey. We're not there yet, but with the consistent or the daily rigor that we do every single day, not just for me, guys, it will also do pay off for you. Next is let's add Meg from Reynato. Meg, MWC from Faye. Salamat ulit from Oliver. You're welcome. Sai also, this was the article that I shared to you. It was Sai who asked the question. Okay, let's get started. I have not set up my chart. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and do that right now. And I'm really happy. It looks like this is a happy Monday for a lot of you guys. Why do you also have Dito? So let's see if the rally will continue to move in the direction we want for that stock. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and continue our discussion with first SEC. SEC is slowly, guys. If you see the direction, we're now following the uptrend channel. If you are to plot following the MA20 line, it's respecting that ascending support that we have at the moment. And here, this area here is our resistance. Overall, we're still at a very healthy level for SEC. One thing to take note of in SEC is the insider here. Officers, CEO including, they're buying more shares. So when internal officers or big names in the company are starting to acquire more shares, that means they're bullish with the potential of the company. They see that the price at the moment is too cheap for its real value. So I think they feel that this is a discounted price at the moment. And overall, so slowly as you can see, I like how SEC is moving. Like it's just tamang timpla lang, you know. At least when it goes up and down, it's not that drastic of a drop. And you know that people right now are just starting to accumulate volume. Considering where we are at this point in time, we're still at very, very low level. If you would like to start buying some more, and you see and you believe in the potential of SEC, then go ahead, start accumulating very near the MA20 line. Okay, so currently we are still in that channel. So the nearer you are to the MA20 line, the better. Okay, so currently we only had 0.20% gain or increase in the price, not that significant, but we're still within that right channel over here, uptrend. The next stock is Globe, another big name in the index. Okay, so we are still here, slight overshoot below the MA20 line, but I could still consider this as a sideways movement for this stock. This is your resistance, and you had your support at one point here, and for several days we're respecting this key level. And so I just feel like we have to be very observant, because a support area is an attractive level if you have a confirmed bounce. At the moment, we ended red today. So if tomorrow it starts lower than 2081 and most of the sentiment is heading south, then and if your objective is just to trade this, make sure you cut your loss early. But if your objective is to stay there longer, then I suggest don't take any action yet. Perhaps you can wait for the last hour or last 30 minutes of the day, because you already have 80% of the picture there. You would already know where the overall sentiment is. Is it either to the upside, or is it higher than 2081, or is it lower than 2081? Because when it drops lower, then we would see some more declines in the coming days. And the next support I am looking at would be, let me see, could be here, right? 2037. Because I see this used to be a resistance, and we might see some consolidation here as well, right? So again, observe how the market performs, and I would suggest wait for it. Maybe you do an end of day trading, because you have 80 to 90% of the picture at that point. And our trigger here is, will it go higher than 2081? Because 2081 is our support at the moment. Next is TEL. TEL over here. So we had a slight bounce, not much of an increase. It was just 0.37%. So that could mean it's trying to create a support at the area where it is at right now, because previously this used to be your support. You had a bounce there, that was your MA20 line. So let's first observe if this key level will continue to hold and create a support at that area, because that could just mean a possible, in the Fibonacci retracement. Let's see if that's a significant level. So if I plot my Fibonacci here, and I use just the body of the candlestick, use the when I plot it up here, it should also be within the body. Okay, body to body. If you use the wick, then I have to also include the wick up here. So true enough, look at that. Very close to the area where we plotted. Anyway, that's an area, so I'll just remove this. Okay, so that could be the next area of possible bounce. We still might see some slight dip, and let's observe around 1,337. If that gets broken, take note. That's a bit of that's still a significant drop. The next possible drop would be around 6.66% down. Okay. Okay. So I think you already know how to plot. Locate the bottom right here, and then that's your first point, and then drag it, and then you locate the top, and that becomes your Fibonacci. It measures the key levels where it could potentially bounce. ALLHC. ALLHC. Oh, still. For me, this is still a sign of weakness. We didn't really move that much. In fact, it's a red with some, long wicks, but the wick to the upside did not really hold. So I just feel like it might continue to give us some decline. And look at the volume. Your volume is also starting to diminish over here. Your volume in today's performance is right here. So if we are going to plot it on a weekly chart, let us see where it could potentially bounce. See that? You had a wick here. So if this week ends in a red, we might see it dropping. No, I just feel like there is a possible drop in the coming days. You had your resistance over here at 2.25. I feel like that will be tested first before it continues to rally to the upside. Okay, overall it's very cheap. It's starting to reverse, going up, but you know that we don't move on a straight line. People will be taking profit. Imagine this, from this amount, probably they must have entered right here. That's already a good 54% increase. So I'm not surprised if there will be profit taking here. So 2.25 is a possible area where it would correct and retrace and continue the movement to the upside. As soon as we go near that key level, go ahead and drop a comment, ask for this stock to be reviewed, so I get reminded. Okay, 2.25 on a weekly chart. So take note that when you are on a weekly chart, every candlestick is worth 1 week. Okay, so notice last week we just had very, very minimal movement, so no more momentum right at this point, starting to die down. In fact, we started at that level, ended on that area as well. So in today's performance, I see it more, on the bearish side, just for a temporary bounce. Next is MEG. MEG over here, still sideways, as you can see. So let us go ahead and just plot this key level. If this is already a higher low, then you have something that looks like this. Okay, very, very, yeah, it's not that steep. It might follow this channel. So you move up slowly. So when it retraces, it creates a higher low. For now, it has been respecting this area. So if you want to if you're, you believe in MEG, go ahead and wait for it to just bounce. I think this is already a bounce at this key area. We're slightly higher, so I just feel like it will continue to move up. One key area to, of course, beat and challenge would be your MA20 line, because at the moment your MA20 is acting as a resistance. The moment we cross that path, then that's a good sign. We might see some more movements to the upside. But because it's not very steep, don't expect for this to really shoot up in price significantly right away. But if you want to stay there a little longer, then of course you'll see the payoff in the coming weeks or months. Because overall, for long-term investors, we're here still at a very cheap level. Um, and if you want to start accumulating volume, this would be a perfect time. Just follow those key areas that I've plotted at a slightly ascending support and resistance in an uptrend somehow, but very, very slow moving stock at this point. MWC. MWC also dropped at the MA20 line, so let's wait and see. I hope that that doesn't break the MA20. You know, your MA20 has been respected for several weeks now. Each time the price hits the MA20, it bounces. Same here, it bounces. Also in this key level, but slight overshoot here and then move up again. And so there you have it. Looks like it has created another, well, just be extra careful. One thing that I can see here is the decline in the momentum of your RSI. So this price, if you notice from this point to this point, come to think of it, it is a little higher than the first point. See that? As we move a little higher, your RSI is starting to decline. I think this is the reason why. For the past 3 days, that was a red, but it managed to stop at the MA20 line. So tomorrow is a wait and see game. Let's check if it will respect MA20 and give us a green candlestick. In the meantime, you know, when you're moving higher than the MA20, your MA20 most of the time is acting as a support. Okay, some of the traders would add more moving averages here so that gives them more conviction. But I'm good with my MA20. I just need a Bollinger Band, RSI, and I can already make decisions from here. Sometimes you just have to simplify your indicators so that you could reach, you can make decisions fast. And if you stick to it, then everything's very seamless. As you notice, we can already see trends, patterns at a glance because I just follow this kind of indicator. I know some of those. I know those other indicators too, but I just don't want to complicate things. Next is Meralco. Meralco still, it's just accumulating. I think somehow this is, I think, a good sign if you're a long-term investor. The market is still giving you guys a chance. It's payday in the next few days. So if you are investing every payday, one of the more stable companies here, of course, it's a necessity. We all use Meralco, and it dropped significantly. And I think this is a good time to start really buying. And if you are into dividend investing, look at that. Miracle is also one of the more stable companies who give out dividends regularly. And I don't know, is it 3 times a month or 3 times a year? August, March, twice a year, around 10 pesos. So 10%, if you buy it at this level, so the 10% is 27, around 5%. Yeah, around 5% per year. At least, right? So you have your capital gains there, or value, and they call it value investing. So later on, when it shoots up, you get a profit because you bought it low and you sold it high. So that's capital gains. And of course, if you sit there for a long time, apart from that profit, you could also take advantage of the dividend. So it doesn't really matter if you're going to stay there for a long time because somehow you are receiving the return of your investment on a yearly basis. Okay. Yes, I think that is it for now. If you're still awake and are watching this video, thank you so much for taking the time. And if you have not subscribed yet to our channel, I am inviting you to please support Miss JD by clicking that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. Thank you, and bye bye for now.